everybody, and welcome back to Out of Bodies 31 Days of Halloween. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about another Haunted Memphis episode, and this one is about the Blackwell house. So the Blackwell house is, I believe, technically located in Bartlett, Tennessee, but Bartlett and Memphis are like this. I mean, they're like right on top of each other, so still Haunted Memphis. So the house was built back in 1869 and is located on Sycamore View Road. So it was originally built for Dr. Nicholas Blackwell, who was an early settler of Bartlett. So Mr. Blackwell actually served as a captain in the Civil War, and he ended up moving to the Bartlett area after the war. So Dr. Blackwell became pretty well known after a while. He became like a top physician in the area, and he eventually actually became mayor of Bartlett. And he was very giving to the area. In 1917, he actually donated some of his land, and on that land would later be built the Nicholas Blackwell High School, which is now known as Bartlett High. So the Blackwell house was home to the family for many, many years. Mr. Blackwell lived there until he died. His granddaughter actually lived there for around 88 years. It was her entire life she lived there. His wife, Virginia Blackwell, unfortunately passed away only 2 days after moving in. So according to research, based on what I could find these days, the home is apparently owned by Ben and Stephanie Witt, and they're in the process of restoring it. Actually, when I was doing research, I saw it was really hard to find any history on the house because it seemed like everything I was finding on every link that was popping up on Google was like realtor.com, Zillow.com, like all these like house selling websites. Because at some point, I guess in the last few years, it was put up for sale, apparently like $300,000 or something like that, which I think is like a really good deal because the house is very, very big. So to get into the haunting side of this story, apparently people have called it the Amityville horror of the Memphis area, which is interesting. Supposedly, now I'm saying supposedly because this is just hearsay, every family that tried to move into the home after the Blackwells didn't stay more than a month, if they even stayed a month at all, because it was so haunted. People claim to see the lights on in the home when nobody is home. When they're driving by the house at night, they see lights on. Now, that could just be that they're keeping the lights on for whatever reason, whoever owns the house, but that's one thing people have claimed to see. And it could be that when people were saying this, that the house was empty, not just that nobody was home, but that it was abandoned. And some of the families that have lived there say that lights will come on by themselves a lot. They've heard slamming of doors, and some people even say they've seen a well-dressed man roaming about the house. So one story that is very interesting that one family told when they lived there, one particular night, well, it's in one particular bedroom as well that this happens, that they had a lamp in there, and every time they would turn the lamp off at night, at some point in the night it would turn itself back on. And one woman in her frustration finally was like, I'm just gonna unplug it. She unplugs the lamp, goes to sleep, later wakes up with not only the lamp turned on, but it's on like extra bright, and allegedly it exploded and burst into flames. The reasoning people say behind this occurrence, it was said that Mr. Blackwell would not let his children sleep in the dark. He would always keep a light on for them. And so that's what people think that happened in this occurrence, is that the light would just keep turning on because Mr. Blackwell was trying to take care of his children even in the afterlife, making sure that they don't sleep in the dark. So I think that's kind of sweet, actually, even though it was kind of creepy, you know, obviously, if that truly happened, that it burst into flames, you know. I mean, that's scary, but it's like almost like he was just trying to keep it on for his children, caring for them. I believe some people have claimed to see Virginia, to see her ghost in the house as well, but that's not as much talked about. Most people say that they see a well-dressed man in his Sunday best walking around the home, and they believe that that is Dr. Blackwell. So that's kind of a short one. That's it for this video. I just thought it was really interesting. I really like the town of Bartlett. It's a nice little town, and like I said, it's like right on top of Memphis. Like there's some areas of Memphis where it's literally like one side of the street is Memphis and the other side is Bartlett, so like that's how close it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video of 31 Days of Halloween. Thanks for watching. Bye.